Welcome. This is 2016, and Mattel Toys are inventing a new Barbie that is interactive. It uses artificial intelligence so that the young children, they do say ages 6 and up, can press Barbie's diamond-studded belt and ask her questions that immediately get sent over Wi-Fi on an app that you have to download, listen to, and return, then Barbie responds. To me, Barbie still has the hair I love to hate, you know. And if I was interacting with her, I'd say, isn't it time for you to cut your hair? So this is one of the original Barbies in 1959. Barbie, her name is Barbara Millicent Roberts. She lives in Wisconsin on a street. She has a house, and if you've seen any of her toys, cars, she has had 170 different careers, including teachers and astronauts and even a McDonald's cashier. She's even run for president twice. Before Sarah Palin joined the vice presidency in 2000, and in 2012, she ran again. I might ask Talking Barbie, what's with the suit? And then I might ask Talking Barbie, what did she think about politics today? And probably the programmed response would be, that's a good question. Let's talk about that later. I might ask Barbie what she thinks of Hillary and Trump's hair. And she'd say, Hillary's is pretty good, but that comb-over's got to go. So does he. In 1959, this is one of the original Barbie godmother queens that must have led her to all of her dreams coming true. You know, all the different careers, all the different astronauts. But all of those Barbies, the 170 different careers, have a scale in the house that maxes out at 110. At that time, Marilyn Monroe had a size 12, and she was 125 pounds. So there's been a lot of reaction to Barbie over the years from people, I don't know if I can go backward, that disagree with the role she plays in women's images of themselves. Barbie has a boyfriend. His name is Ken. He actually was younger than her. He was born in 1961. And reminds me of a joke that, and Ken has a house and a car and everything, and a man goes into a store looking for a toy for his 6-year-old daughter because he's forgotten, and he asks the assistant for a toy. And she says, Barbie, of course. And then he goes and looks at the Barbies, and, you know, school teacher Barbie is 1995, and astronaut Barbie is 1995. And she sold for $3 in 1959, and that's the equivalent of $23 today. And then he comes to Ken. Oh no, and then he sees the wedding Barbie, and then he sees divorced Barbie, because Barbie actually split up with Ken a few years ago and got back together in the 90s. And divorced Ken is $265. And he says, why is divorced Ken so much? And it's that Barbie comes with all of Ken's stuff. She gets the house, the car, etc. So if one of the first things kids do when they get Barbies is there's research that the girls put on makeup and take off their clothes and put on hair, and the boys pull apart their appendages. And so Barbie might ask, when she looks at her naked Barbie, Mommy, is that what I really look like? Or is that what Ken really looks like? And Mommy, if this will go backwards, that would be great. Mommy would say, no, that's really important. We should talk about that later. So let's see. No. Oh, also in response, I must be able to make this go back. Sorry about that. You saw there was also a response that Barbie was very white, gender stereotypical. Yeah, let's go to the fashionistas. And in midway of her development, Barbie added a few extra pounds and a few racial ethnicities. That is, yeah, let's go to the fashionista where I was. Meanwhile, I can get one. So Barbie added a few extra pounds, and then Barbie's Ken added a little color and a little fashion in these fashionista ones. And I might ask Barbie, what do you think Sasha and Malia would say about this one? We don't know. So Barbie actually is 59 years old. And this is more like what she would look today. And she still has the hair. But actually, I think Barbie would look like this, smoking a cigarette on the couch with popcorn and couch. Or she might look like this, using her Macintosh computer to look at Facebook and put in pictures and images all day long. Barbie probably would have picked clothes to go to the beach with Ken, but today, that's Barbie and Ken at the beach. You know, that is the same original bathing suit, just stretched out a little bit at age 60. Still looking pretty good for 60. So, talking Barbie, yeah, go back, yeah. Talking Barbie influences young girls in a good way, but I'm hoping that we never get to influencing our young children to the level of these people who are two Australian 23-year-olds who spent $360,000 on plastic surgery to look like Barbie. Let's, for our children, give them, instead of Barbie, dolls from Rising International about the Afghan widows who were widowed in the war, and this is from an empowerment project in Afghanistan. Or let's give them these dolls made by women in the Congo who are also refugees from the wars. Anything but Barbie. Thank you.
And I've missed you too. Pat, I really liked your speech. I think that you selected a topic and an approach that was very appropriate for this speech. This is the number 4 speech in the Humorously Speaking manual. This manual builds incrementally, adding more humor as you move through the speeches. And before, you're expected to have an opening story, and they suggest it be self-deprecating. In the body, a series of jokes, and end with a humorous story. And I think if you were heedful of that format just a little bit more, then it would definitely help you turn a good speech into a great speech. Your speech was filled with facts, and I love that. It was very appealing to me. It's a challenge to mix facts with the humor. And I'd suggest you take some liberties here, because you're talking about reimagining Barbie. So you have an opportunity to reimagine how Barbie might feel today at age 59, or I'd even argue she's closer to 70 because she was born at age 18 or 20 or so. She may have been the original Kim Kardashian or something like that, in fact. In your opening, you alluded to her impractical hair that you liked. I think there was an opportunity there for you to make that a self-deprecating joke by talking about your relationship to Barbie early in your life. And if it was just that point of you admired her hair and came to learn how impractical it was, so that even you was pulled into that cult of Barbie. Because this is really about Barbie changing and being different in 2 ways. The technology, which allows her to be interactive, but also our cultural context for how we view Barbie. And that's really, to me, was what you were getting at, was the changing cultural context. You had an opportunity to be the voice of yourself and the voice of Barbie in this. And that's what you should be using in those jokes in the body, because the jokes and the visuals are funny. But using your vocal variety and your ability to actually answer as Barbie, pose a question, answer, and reimagine Barbie not as the Barbie of 1959, but the Barbie of today. Along with that, as you came to the closing, I think that you could have made a story of Barbie talking about these other dolls who she admires, with the hindsight of her experience being a cultural icon, being a vapid, famous for being famous kind of person to whom wealth came easy, and other things, and the mistakes she made through her life, and now who does she admire? So those are my suggestions for you, Pat. It's a wonderful speech. I think you can make it great. Thank you.